Welcome back everyone to Welstopia, and today I am opening up a new corridor on my nether tunnel area, and this is to connect with some new neighbors I have, the crafting twins. And the plan here is to connect with their nether portal and to get them a portal that's in a better location, because currently their portal is a little bit out of sync. And the best location of it is actually their actual portal is a few blocks in this direction, except that we do have a little lava here. So I went back, got my lava resistant armor so that I won't get myself burned, and I'll also be wanting to get some stone slabs down here. And the idea of the stone slabs is to make it sure that we are not spawnable, because running into a large number of gas and the like, or actually into lava, would not be comfortable. Maybe I've already managed to get rid of it, because before lava was coming out whenever I opened up this area. Yeah, like there. So I went back to get my fire resistant armor. So hopefully I won't attempt to fly anytime soon, because if I do, I'm just going to go crash landing on the ground, since my lava resistant armor also happens to be my breastplate, which I haven't worn in a while because I've been flying more than going into lava areas of late. Okay, looks like I'm finally by the lava section. That's good. But I should be getting to their portal soon, because their portal is right down this line, which is why I decided to try to make this link here. They set up going in a completely different direction, which I presume to lead to avoid the lava. Either that, or they didn't know they were really close to a connection there. Either that, or I completely miscalculated things. That's always another possibility. But I know that they're pretty close, because they are only 200 blocks from the lighthouse. There you go, and there we go. And we should be getting to them pretty soon. Ah! Now I figured out why I haven't seen them yet. Because, that's right, I've gone right past them. They should be right, see if I compute, they'd be about right here. Right about here, I think, is a place where I'm going to have to put some stairs in order to go down towards them. So I'll just use that as a marker, because they are a few blocks down, and I had forgotten that little detail. So therefore, actually I can hear the portal. Yeah, there is another portal down there, which means I am going in the right direction. Yeah, there is a nether portal. We have portal. Right? Oh! It's facing that way. Actually, that's probably for the good, because that'll make hooking up the tunnels a lot easier. I was afraid it was going to be the other way around. Alright, let me clear this out, refill the netherrack here, and then we could see about getting a good connection with that nether portal. By my calculations, they're going to have a little bit of a problem here, because they need to be about 10 this way for their portal. Unfortunately, they didn't do so. Why? I can make one good guess. There's probably either a nasty drop or lava down in that area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a little this way and see if I could run into a safe location, or at least take care of any lava that I may run into. That way I could make things a little bit safer there and maybe get them a portal that is more properly linked, because currently their portal is running into a guardian farm. I'm going to fill this all in and start right around there. And that way I could more exactly get the location where they need to be. And if that's the case, then maybe everything will link up perfectly. I haven't found any lava yet, but I did find some quartz. And that's always a nice find when you're in the nether. Certainly a lot better than... Alright, I still have to keep a lookout though for any lava that may be in the area, because I'm sure I'm going to run into some eventually. By my calculations, this should be the perfect spot for a nether portal. So let us build this thing. It also sounds like there's a nasty thing in the area. Yikes! I have a feeling it's nasties like that that they're avoiding, which is why they're a little bit off their location. Perhaps the area where they wanted it just below us is occupied? Well, at least we didn't run the lava. Let's see. Now I want to clear this out for the... Oh, and under here we will have our... yeah, this would be a good place for those two blocks. Ah, the joys of obsidian. You don't want to misplace it because it takes a long time to fix it. Alright, just want to make sure here, because I'm still wondering if there's any lava in the area or if I uncovered it all. 2, 3. Oops. That's obsidian for you. And the eternal wait to get it back. Alright, let's fill that in with nether. That's dirt, not netherrack. Yeah, here's some netherrack. There, good. Put that there so I don't accidentally do that. That's 1, 2, 3 up, right? So all we need are... This trouble is, netherrack is so easy to get to an instant mine state. There we go. Good. 3 here. 1, 2, 3. And let's put this here so it's all nice and filled in. Good. I won't do the corners because I don't have enough obsidian for that, but I do need to fill this in to make sure that nothing pops up on the other side. Good. Now let's see what can... Where does it go, I wonder? Hopefully to the right spot. Alright, that's their portal. So now I got to their base. Good. Now the question is, am I stuck here? There are a couple things there. I think those are guardian farms or something like that, and they're interfering with their portal. Actually, their portal is interfering with the guardian farms portal, I think is actually the way it was going. And now let's go back here and see if I'm at the right spot, or if I wind up at their old place. Okay, so those two are linked together. Alright, that's the good news. And it's at a safer location than their old return spot, so that's good. Now we have to worry about what are we going to do about their old portal. I'll have to talk to them about that and see what we do about it. As the link-up seems to be fine, I decided to widen this up, put the stairs on the end, but I'm wondering what to do about here. That seems a bit abrupt. I think what I need to do there is to place that there, and that gives us a nice sense of closure, and have a little bit of a step up to here, and then we can go into the nether base. Now obviously there's a lot more that can be done with this tunnel, but I would like to leave the crafting twins the option to do this. This is their tunnel. I think they should have first dibs on decorating it. If they don't feel like doing it, then I can go and continue it with the style that I have over here. So that is that little project done. So let's close up here and head back onto base and see what we need to do next. I have consulted with the crafting twins, and they asked me to finish off this area, so therefore that will be my next project, is to continue this all the way down to there. So I'll need to gather my materials, and I'm also going to need to change how these flags are set up, because right now they're implying that I'm that way, so obviously I should move this flag probably over to this side, and then I'll move the banners for the crafting twins over to that side, and hopefully that'll make it plain of which side is which. Maybe I should put a sign with the arrow there. This is where terracotta blocks would be very useful. But first, let's start getting this in, where I'll need some stone brick, some cyan glass, some end rods, some spruce. I think I've got most of this on hand. Let's see. Bone blocks, check. End rods, check. Cyan stained glass, check. Spruce wood planks, but I have some spruce wood here that I could easily get the planks. I don't know why I have the birch where I thought I needed it for some reason, but apparently not. A crafting table, that'll come in handy. I will need... I'm going to need stone bricks. So that's the one thing I'm missing. So I will get the stone brick, get set up, and then we will be able to start crafting this hall. First thing I need to do is make some decisions. I notice here that we could simply continue the pattern that we have here, but on this side, of course, we have an end rod there, so the natural thing would be to make this bone block section. But here, we naturally will be wanting a spruce section. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of compromise on each side. On this side, the compromise that we need to make is that we are going to need to actually make this stone brick, because we want this to line up. We want the stone brick to line up. So we do want this to work like that. And of course we are going to have to pull off an extra layer on the ceiling as we do this. And I better switch to my regular pickaxe. That way if we run into any more quartz, I will be able to mine it. There you go. Well, that'll be a start. We'll take care of the rest as we go along, and then to place yes, and actually I didn't need to remove that bit because we could just put this here, put this here. I've got some stone slabs over here, and this will then, I'll just put this along there like that. And over here then this side will win though on what we do in our pattern, in that we will properly put our spruce here, then we'll continue down on this way in our usual pattern. So that means we are going to have spruce here. So that's the way that this side is going to be compromising, even though it may feel natural to put an in rod there to take advantage of that. We are not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start filling that in. Speaking of quartz, yeah, that's ooh, this is quite a load, and nice to bring in the fortune pick and get quite a bit of it. 33, which I don't think is too bad. It's probably put me with more quartz at the end of the season than I had during the season. Yep, that's the way it goes. But if I need anything for a finale project, then it's there. Let me fill this back in, and I can get back to filling this thing in. And here we have the updated tunnel. It should look a little bit familiar. So it all looks all nice and done, and now I just have to see if I could find a flag over at their base to use as a template for creating a flag for them. In fact, we've got these. I will presume that this is for one twin and this is for the other twin. So what I want to do is to check their color, and assuming that there are white backgrounds, I should be able to quickly make one up and duplicate them and put copies on the inside. I made 5 copies of each banner, so therefore we will put one set right there. Good. Then over here we could put a set like that, so that for on this side, hoping to get the point across that on this side we have this, and on this side we have this. I think that would be the easiest way to specify that. So now if we head out this way, we can do the same. Do that here. I'll probably have to do something for that direction at some point. Okay, so we've got this here, we've got this here, and now we need, oops. Alright, we'll put that back. Alright, we could put, well, I suppose we could put him here, and there. I could put mine. Okay, I'll put mine here, and then I could put Geo Winners here. So therefore, these are the 4 that are in that direction. And then of course we need to put one out here, or a set out here. And that will leave us with, let's see, right, so I suppose we could put this, well, I'm trying to see the best way to balance this. Of course, we do have this one here. Alright, for the sake of balance, what I'll do is I will move Geo's up to here next to mine, and then we could put the twins here so that the twins would be together. Good. And that will set up our banners for that direction. Well, I have to leave them to handle their mailbox. Actually, or do I? Let's see. Do we have picture frames for them? Well, they haven't cleaned mailboxes yet, so therefore, probably best for me not to put one in there. I'll leave that to them. So therefore, I will head back down and see if I can find one more place to place our banners. I think I'll just put them here and here. And there we have it. Their tunnel is now complete. And that also finishes up our episode. It took me a while before I could get one out because I was busy with the latest updates to DDO and Lotro. But there's still one or two little things still to do before the season ends. Hopefully I could get my road all finished and cleared out and lit and some other things. But that will be for a later episode. And until then, this is Pineleaf Noodles reminding you to mine responsibly.